The longer I live, the more I realize the difference between fear and caution. Think about proceed with caution. You ever seen that yellow sign, whether it's in a high traffic area or if it's in a construction zone? Proceed with caution. Look up the word caution, just means awareness, being wary of danger, taking care to avoid any precarious situation. Fear, on the other hand, fear is connected to fight, flight, freeze, response to stimulus, something that is uncertain may cause fear. The key difference that I've been thinking about over the past couple of days is that with fear, that often prompts you to stop. Caution is going with a heightened sense of awareness. Fear, stop. Caution, keep going, but keep your eyes peeled. Fear, I don't know what to do next, so I'm not going to do anything. That'd be more of the freeze response and fight, flight, or freeze. Caution, I'm aware of what's happening and I'm going to keep going. I think about various areas of life where I'm tested, where the Lord has tested me. And I have to wade through my emotional responses to any given situation, whether it's big or small, whether it's just involving me or it involves my wife, it involves family, friends, business associates, business associates, coworkers, strangers, what have you. That immediate emotional response, that knee-jerk reaction to something that is uncertain, something that's a surprise, is unexpected, something that is unfavorable or disadvantageous to whatever I imagine would happen in an ideal circumstance. Fear, I'm learning as I respond to it physiologically, psychologically, emotionally, is a thing where a problem or a threat is either real or imagined. With caution, if I see a proceed with caution sign, it's because there is a real threat that I need to be aware of, but I can still proceed. I can still go. The point is that I'm still going with a heightened sense of awareness versus letting fear stop me altogether or letting fear push me to flight, as in push me in going the opposite direction of where it is I may be intending to go. And I don't think I had ever put those two things together in this way. I certainly never spoken about it publicly. But this is the first time where I put those two words or two concepts together. Response to caution and a reaction to fear. I've never seen it like this before. And I'm seeing it like this for a very particular reason. Reasons that if you follow this YouTube journey, you will be very, very clear about in a matter of months. But I would prompt whoever's watching this or listening to this, I would prompt you to think about the areas in your life where you have the most fear. The areas of your life where you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know what your next move is going to be or what it should be. You don't know what somebody else's next move is going to be and how that may impact your life, your job, your relationships. the fear that you may feel, question, is it prompting me to fight, prompting me to fly, or prompting me to freeze? Is this fear stopping my progress? Is this fear stopping me from doing anything productive, anything to remedy the situation, anything to address the fear head on? Then think about the areas of life where you may not have it all figured out, but you have enough figured out to proceed. And you're proceeding with caution because you understand this is new territory. There's a threat over here, there's a threat over there, there's a potential complication that's around the corner. So I need to be aware of it. I need to be potentially ready for it, but I'm going to still proceed. I'm going to still proceed because stopping is not an option. Stopping would delay progress. Stopping would hinder X, Y, or Z from happening, not just for me, but for other people who connected to me. If I'm going to keep going, it's for a great reason. It's for a positive reason. It's for a reason that pulls me versus me trying to push and motivate myself to do it. And those areas, they may look different on any given day. It may look different when you have more information. But just take a deep breath and just think about what's happening in your life right now. Take stock of the emotional reactions, the immediate, like, I don't really want to think about that, or yeah, that's, I still got to resolve that, or I still need to have that conversation. I still got to go apologize to this person. I'm awaiting an apology from this person because, and you think through all those things, and we categorize what is in the fear column versus what's in the caution column, and take note of any patterns that you may come across. For example, if you think about relationships that need mending or need, not even just mending, as in there's conflict that needs to be rectified, but maybe relationships that just need to be poured into, whether from you or for other parties involved. But if fear is stopping you from pouring into those relationships, why is that? And if you look at the entire fear column and you see various relationships, whether it's romantic, platonic, friends, co-workers, business partners, family, or that one stranger that you bumped into by mistake and you never apologize and that still weighs heavily in the back of your mind, I don't know how cerebral you may be, but if all of those fear, or if all of those moments of fear are connected to a specific domain of your life, then that may tell you something. If all the situations in the fear column are family related, that might point to something to focus on. That might point to something to talk to a therapist about. That might point to something to talk to God about. I don't know your life. If all of the things in the caution area are geared towards your career, for example, let's say you're looking to go for that promotion, or you're looking to develop a new partnership with another department. If you are looking to change industries altogether and make a career pivot, if you're looking to get out of corporate life and go on that entrepreneurship journey, if all those things are in motion and you're just proceeding with caution, then think about why. Think about why you feel the confidence you do, sufficient confidence to proceed with caution, even when in both columns you don't have all of the information. You're working with limited information at all times. Like we as humans, we are flawed individuals. I am human. I am a flawed individual. I am like a broken clock. All humans are like broken clocks. We are right at least twice a day. Everything else, who's to say? Yeah, it's up in the air. But I can get at least two things right. Look, I know it's 2 p.m. I know it's 2 a.m. But other than that, look, go find another clock. See if they can get you to 2:15. And this is something to just take stock of what is going well in life and what is not. What are the things that prompt a fear response versus the things where even with limited information, you don't have all the puzzle pieces yet, but you have enough to say, I'm gonna keep going. There's patterns behind all of that. Some of it may be connected to personality. Some of it is connected to past experiences. Some of it is connected to your future ambitions and the things that you're hyper focused on right now in this moment in time. Because the things that you're focused on right now, first of all, it didn't matter 10 years ago. It didn't even exist 10 years ago. Like that thought, those emotions, you didn't even have access to those 10 years ago, potentially. And then the things that we're hyper focused on right now probably won't matter in the next 3 to 5 years. Maybe it will, but also maybe it won't. It depends on what is in those columns of fear versus caution. With all that said, ideally, you and I, we can move more items from the fear column into the caution column in a concerted effort to not give in to fear, in a concerted effort to acknowledge the fear and proceed with caution. Doing this for things that truly matter, doing this for things that you can do and test and wade through safely within reason. I'm not asking you to do anything that is potentially harmful to yourself or others. But I'm asking to just look fear in the face, whether the threat is real or imagined, and just take stock of it. Get real intentional about the emotional response to the world around you, to the world around us. I am talking to myself as well. This is a message that is very cathartic to say out loud, because I've had this in my notes section for quite some time. And even if you mess up, it's okay. Learn the lesson and keep going. Learn the lesson and reevaluate and pivot. Reassess what is important and what isn't. Reassess what is worth your time and attention and what isn't. And with that, I bid thee farewell. You have a blessed one. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.